Prove yourself, kill your laziness, learn English through story, approximately 500 words. It was a rainy Monday morning when Arjun first decided to change his life. For years, he had been known as the lazy one, always late, always dreaming but never acting. At 17, he scrolled through social media, watching others achieve what he only talked about, speaking English fluently, giving confident speeches, winning scholarships. But Arjun stayed still, waiting for someday that never came. That changed when his English teacher, Muskan, returned his test with a big red F and wrote, "You have potential. But potential without action is just regret waiting to happen." Those words hit hard. That night, Arjun asked himself, when will I stop making excuses? He decided, no more waiting. Starting tomorrow, I will prove myself by learning English through stories. The next morning, Arjun woke at 5:30 a.m. for the first time in years. He wrote in his notebook, "I am Arjun. I was lazy, but today, I choose to change." Each day, he added new paragraphs, read simple English stories, and practiced speaking aloud. Progress was slow. He stumbled over words and forgot vocabulary. But he remembered Muskan's warning about regret and kept going. 1 week later, he read a story about a boy who succeeded by doing one small thing daily. It ended, "Success isn't loud. It's the voice that says, I'll try again when everything else says, give up." This changed everything for Arjun. He realized laziness was just an excuse to avoid effort. So he made a new rule. Every day, I will do one thing that scares me, in English. Day 1, read aloud in front of the mirror. Day 5, asked his teacher a question in English. Day 12, recorded a 60-second personal story video. Day 21, joined the school's English storytelling club. Nervous at first, his voice shaking, but people started listening. Not because he was perfect, but because he was real. Then came the annual Youth Motivational Speech Contest. Theme, the story that changed my life. Arjun knew this was his chance to prove he was no longer the lazy boy. For 30 days, he prepared. He wrote his speech, "The Boy Who Waited for Someday," until he decided to start today. He practiced daily, recorded himself, fixed mistakes, and tried again. The night before, heart pounding, he remembered, proving yourself doesn't mean being perfect. It means showing up, even when you're afraid. On contest day, the auditorium was packed. When called, Arjun's legs felt like jelly. He gripped the microphone and began calmly. "Once, I was a boy who believed he had time. But time doesn't wait. I realized, if I don't start now, I may never start at all." He spoke of laziness, excuses, and fear. Then of his decision to change. "I didn't become confident overnight. I started small. I read one story. I spoke one sentence. I failed. I tried again. Slowly, I began to believe in myself." The room fell silent. Everyone listened. When he finished, thunderous applause filled the hall. Arjun hadn't just told a story, he had lived it. He didn't win first place. But he didn't need to. His teacher hugged him and said, "You proved yourself today, Arjun. Not to anyone else, but to you." And that was enough. This is more than a story. It's a message. Asterisk, you don't need to be perfect to start. You don't need to wait for someday. All you need is one decision, to stop making excuses and start proving yourself. Because laziness dies when you take action. Confidence grows when you try. English is learned not by dreaming, but by doing. Today, ask yourself, what small thing can you do in English to move forward?